that should be set aside for the National Black Lung Association meeting?
Yeah.
Okay,
They
and
didn't
so
get
it's the
25.
Comfort Inn. Anybody need a pen? I have, well, tell me the number and then I can spread it around.
It's 1-276
276
698
698
3040
3040, Comfort Inn,
in Abington, Virginia.
Abington, Virginia.
And like I say, I believe it's $129 a night for just that one night. There's a go for the Black Lung. And they had 25 rooms set aside. So.
And that's October 3rd. So you can stay the night before, do the meeting, come home, or Vonda said there's lots of stuff to do in Abington, Virginia. Make a weekend of it.
No, come back home. She spends too much money.
She must be my sister.
Will the meeting be in the Comfort Inn or a different?
No, it's at the, what is that? Educational thing or somewhere around there close to it. I don't know where's that from.
Supposed to be close.
I'll tell her to email me that picture of it. She took my paper down there with me today. I'll tell her to send me a picture of it and I'll let y'all see it.
Okay.
Will the meeting be all day, half a day, or?
I think it's supposed to, but I think from 9 to 4, I believe, 9 to 4, 9, somewhere in that area. If I'm mistaken, it was somewhere.
Did y'all hear that? The meeting's gonna be about from 9 to 4. All day like the last one we had at the MSHA building.
So, if we ain't got no more, if you got any new business? Seems like I see some new faces here. If we got new faces here, seems like I seen a few new people.
I'm a new face. It's my first time coming to the Fayette meeting, but I'm Quentin King. I work at Watching Voices. Many of you probably know my coworker and love him, Willie Dodson. He'll be here soon. But I live in Charleston and I come to the Canal meeting sometimes. All right, thank you so much. And thank you. And I'm happy to give you all a little bit of federal update. I know Lisa gave one before the meeting started, but I work on federal policy for Appalachian Voices, including black lung disease. Okay, yes. Anyone not signed this yet? All right, how was last week?
Feel free to stand up, Quentin, so everybody can hear you.
I wanted everyone to get introductions at the end.
Oh, okay.
So just want to set the stage for when the representatives from Senator Capito and Rep. Miller's office will talk later this afternoon. A lot of things have happened regarding black lung and MSHA and NIOSH the last few months. Starting with the good news, just last month before the Senate recessed, the Senate Appropriations Committee, which is like the budget committee more or less, they voted to give MSHA the same funding as last year and to increase NIOSH funding by a little bit. So that's really good news because the president's budget is proposing to cut MSHA and NIOSH by some amount. So it's really important that MSHA has the full funding to hopefully enforce the Silica rule at some point. So that will now the House has to pass pass a budget when they return next month. The not so good news, because I said this, the Silica rule was supposed to go into effect yesterday. It was originally postponed from April. And that's because the mining industry, an association of mining companies, filed lawsuits against the Silica rule last year, saying a range of things. The court delayed it in April, and MSHA had also delayed it because of NIOSH cuts, which have been more or less reversed since then. But hi Willie, hey. But yeah, it was postponed again. the next update could be in October. That's when the mining, the plaintiffs and the IMSHA have to have another status update to say where they are in negotiating a settlement. To us, the settlement, like, you know, don't know how you, like, what the settlement could look like other than a weakened rule, but we'll see. And was there another? There was, the House letter. Also, a few weeks ago, several members of the House of Representatives on the Education and Workforce Committee sent a letter to MSHA/Department of Labor and asked them to reconsider the silica rule for various reasons, including costs and it not being in line with the President's energy agenda, the letter says. This is the second letter they've sent regarding black lung this year. Earlier this year, they sent a letter asking the DOL to reconsider the self-insurance rule, which required coal companies to put up more bonding for their future black lung liabilities. And why that's important is that when mining companies go bankrupt, all of their liabilities for black lung go onto a trust fund, which is facing some financial issues because of some coal bankruptcies in the last decade or so.
Remind them what the trust fund is, the Black Lung Disability Trust Fund. We're talking about federal claims.
Yes, so the Black Lung Disability Trust Fund kicks in when there's no responsible mining company to pay for your benefits or for your health insurance related to black lung. So and it's funded by a coal excise tax, which people here, I'm sure, and Voices and others helped get a permanent extension a few years ago of an increased black lung tax. And so it's important that Black Lung Trust Fund have funding in it while we're trying to get stronger benefits for people who are receiving black lung benefits. And so that rule is supposed to require coal companies to more or less put more money up front to say that they're good for it. So it's 2 worrying letters from the House Education and Workforce Committee this year. I think that's all I have to update. Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
The letter that you just spoke about,
Yes.
okay, this silica rule has been several years in the making. I mean, you know, promulgated this rule, went through all the process, comment periods, you know, everything that it's supposed to do. And then it's supposed to become a rule, you know, I guess it was in April.
Yes.
And it's been delayed.
Yes.
But is this letter from, you know, from members of Congress, is that the way they go about changing health and safety rules? Is that a proper way of them to go about trying to do that? I know that there's a challenge in court, but this letter is basically saying, hey, just disregard it, you know, don't pay attention to the silica rule. And we all know that what's brought the prominence of silica back into the industry is the fact that there's lower seams and they mine more rock, sand rock, and it creates more silica, which is hurting the coal miners' health, their lungs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's various ways that Congress members can sort of exert their influence in the process, whether that's actually having legislation to say weaken this rule or make it a strong rule, or just use their sort of like soft power and say, like, this is our letter, we believe this should be the case. So that letter, you know, doesn't have any authority actually. Like the DOL doesn't have to listen to that. But it is worrisome that the chair of that committee is a powerful person in the House because he chairs the committee. So that's why we did a lot of we helped. We got Gary to speak. We helped get some awareness out about that letter to show why it would be bad to follow through. So I'll say it's worrying, but it doesn't mean that the rule will get weakened, but it's possible.
Give me that one question. It's saying the coal workers want that. So why did they put the coal workers saying it? Still just the company saying it. See, they acting like we want that. So I don't understand. Okay, if the company want that, let the company say they want that. Why put a worker in there when he's going to die?
I don't know why. Yeah, good question.
I ain't jumping on you, man.
Yeah, oh,
Like I say, but like I say, it makes it seem like.
He's wearing the right shirt. Yeah, it's okay.
But it is making like it seems that we don't want this law to go into effect. When you put a cold worker saying there, that means you saying the cold workers don't want the law to go into effect.
Well, you know, it's some co-workers are using, right? Like, it's not like the guy, I'm sure they didn't get UMWA union co-workers to go and say that this rule is what, we don't want the rule. So it's sort of like, I'm sure they found some workers who,
Gary, I think you should send a letter to the chair, or to the, who was it, the IMSHA director?
yeah, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I'm sure.
James McHugh.
Yeah, the letter that the Congress members sent said, you can't put this rule in because it's going to present an undue and excessive burden on the companies. And I think you all have endured an undue and excessive burden breathing all that dust in. So I feel like maybe Gary and Randy and some of y'all ought to get together and we'll help you and we'll get a letter in and we'll get that in the newspaper.
Yeah, I think we had that idea around a couple weeks ago, but again, happy to pick that thread back up and help whoever wants to work on that. We can help you, with an outline or tell you where to send it to when you're finished.
Okay, we can try to do that. So like I say, it's making like us coal miners, we don't want this rule enforced. We the one died. We got young people coming out at age 35, and we telling them, okay, we want to keep on working. We don't die. And what gets me so mad is they can't get enough coal miners to work right now, but you let these coal miners die. It's like you would try to do something to prevent something, because like I say, you get less and less coal people going into coal mines. And I know the coal mines didn't pick up back like it was. I know that for a fact. But still, the ones that's there should be taken care of. Okay, if I was an operator, I want to make sure I keep them in. Like I say, they're coming out within 5 years. You take 15 years from now, they don't have no coal mine. Because, and guess what will happen? What I'm worried about, all companies got to do is file bankruptcy. And everything go in on the federal government. And guess who gets affected? We all. We'll get our pay cut. And a lot of us right now are struggling. So it always falls back on the coal matter and not the coal companies. That's what gets me so mad about this.
I agree, yeah.
I didn't
This is
think
why we're
that,
doing
I
this,
know you got them, and I ain't trying to put it on you.
Preach.
But like I say, but we all need to know this.
That's right.
And it don't get no better.
Quentin, you also mentioned that the MSHA funding was reinstated. Did that include the research money in Pittsburgh, the offices in Pittsburgh?
So the mining research office in Pittsburgh is NIOSH.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. The president's budget requested the full 69, I believe, or so, 65 million for that mining research division. But currently it seems those staff are still rift. It's confusing. They are proposing to give them the same amount of funding, but we don't know who will work it. But at the moment, the funding still is there and will be there next year.
I mean, Morgantown is obviously very important.
Yes.
But the research is important too.
Yeah.
We're walking blind.
Yeah. So the Pittsburgh NIOSH division, my understanding, is the one that certifies respirators or approves respirators. So they're important, and so a lot of the staff there still haven't worked since April, I believe, or March.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So it's confusing why they're giving them money but not having them work.
And they're still saying they're closing the research mine and opening a different one? Like in Tucker County or something, they're gonna move it to Tucker County?
I don't know the latest update. I didn't learn that until all this reporting came out about this spring, so I haven't seen the latest on that yet. Are there any more federal questions for me or for Willie? Great. Well, thanks for letting.
Question.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Do we have a copy of that letter that we've been talking about?
I think it's circulating around right now. I'm so sorry to make you do that. Thank you very much. There you go.
Yeah, well, regarding the letter, it seems to me that it's a ridiculous, terrible, ridiculous communication to MSHA, it seems to me. So, but it may be an opportunity to present to our legislators, here's what foolishness is going on, what are you gonna do about it, basically. Get into some of the details here that are mentioned, but it seems to me that it's that we could treat it as an opportunity to tell the truth about, as people have just been describing, about the dangers of coal mining, but and especially lung disease. So anyway,
I agree.
I would appeal that we.
I definitely think this chapter or national chapter or some chapter collaborate on some sort of public angle to that. I will note, like, the people who signed that letter, they're not from coal mining communities, so it's people from like Michigan and I think further out west even. So it's not like it's it's Appalachian caucus signing this letter. So it's people who don't understand coal mining or its impact on us. Great. I will sit down and let you all continue on, but whenever you're ready for that second part, let me know.
If we got any more questions to ask before we have to report to leave, so we can talk to Capitol and Carol Miller's representative.
Let me tell you about that address for that place down there. The place for the meeting's gonna be is Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. It's One Partnership Circle, Abington, Virginia.
Want to say that one more time?
Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center, One Partnership Circle, Abington, Virginia. It's in room 103 and 104. Somebody wants to look at my phone and write down whatever they can.
Number one, partnership, something.
One Partnership Circle,
Circle.
Abington, Virginia.
Then you have a room number.
103 and 104 is what they got on the thing for the room numbers. And the motel is 1093 Old Berry Drive, Abington.
We'd like to thank the reporters for coming, and hopefully next time we may have Capitol and Miller here that y'all be with. But like I say, they can't let y'all film them when they talking to us. So if we got any other new business? If not, I guess we'll wait till they leave, then we get be able to let y'all talk to the senators, the representatives.
The fire pit winner, fire pit we run off is Mike Boggs won the fire pit. He lives in Youth Creek.
Yeah, I gotta tell them I'm breaking this down.
I'm surprised it wasn't Susie Chris.
The bad part about it, I sold him the ticket, I couldn't even read my own writing.
Of course you did.
Brandon, we have just one drawing one.
Do you all want to say anything to some of the other people before y'all leave?
I'm sorry?
Y'all want to talk to the other before y'all leave?
I would love to talk to two people from y'all's side if possible.
You all were doing that. I just wish I had the answers.
Whoever would want to, I guess.
You want to talk to my side? So now let them talk.
Yes.
So would anyone like to talk to any of the reporters outside? Give them an update, maybe Appalachian Voices or any of the coal miners?
Yeah.
Coal miners?
Yeah.
Coal miners?
You just gotta round one or two of them up, Lisa.
Yeah.
Just drag them out there.
And maybe also tell them what the Blackland Association is, just for a little background.
Do you wanna talk to the,
I'll go out.
or James and tell them about what the Black Lung Association is? And, I think one of you two would be great. Off the record?
I'm the director of the clinic here at New River.
Okay, so, that's, you're just, we can't be in here very long.
Yeah, I think we just want to have a real one-on-one, in-depth conversation. I am not in control of this meeting. I just so happen to be that man right there. He's our. And I think they're excited to have them here so that they can have a one-on-one conversation with these guys versus, we want this covered, like, we, see young miners very sick every day in our office. We obviously want this stuff, but I think this, you guys to be able to talk to them.
That's what I do.
Are you going down there?
Yeah, we're going to have to meet.
They talk to them right now.
Well, you see that.
What is it?
I'll say, I don't watch that.
Yeah, like my water.
I was just wondering if you take it down there.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'd like to keep my letters on the road.
No, just give me the letter, keep the.
No, I didn't write on, I just wrote on the letter up, and I'm sure try to get there and I'll be,
Yeah, if you got this filled out, I'll take it. Everybody else will take it down, I'll take it down and get it done.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they got it. One time I guess we're at this point,
We'll come out here and talk.
You're really.
And they